Oh my goodness, traders, the market's going to crash. Actually, which market are we talking about here? Is it the bond market? Is it the stock market? Is it the S&P 500? Oh my goodness, there's stocks that are actually making new highs and racing to new highs. Oh my goodness, which market is going to crash? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. I'm actually just, there's a big thing about these markets, guys, and so many people. What do, right? We focus so much on the S&P 500, the Dow, and the Nasdaq, right? We do the main indices, right? But the big thing is, I'm going to go through the indices right now. But the big thing is, guys, is that there's stocks out there. The actual stock market, right? It's a market of stocks, right? So there's many trades out there that, guess what, are actually setting up to be bullish moves. In fact, there's many trades right now that are not only breaking to all-time new highs, but are screaming. So I want to start off today's video with the preface of what I've just said there, because if you've got a bias that the market is going to crash and that's it, it's all over, your whole theory around that is then going to bias you to only look for bearish setups when you have stocks that are racing to new highs in the markets there. So that's what I want to sort of start off with today's video here, because there's actually a lot of good, there's a lot of bearish setups. Yes, I'm actually noticing that inside the markets, right? By going through my scans and so on and so forth. But also there's actually many bullish setups as well too that are actually out there right now as well too. So that's what I want to sort of cover in today's video, guys, and a bit of a short-term technical analysis as well too on today's video here. Traders, that very first thing in the description, if you do need some help, if you'd like to join a small group of people who actually trade with me live every day, and you see my strategies and you see the trades that I actually do every single day, when I get in, when I get out, then that very first thing in the description, click on that, guys. Go over and schedule a call with me personally, and I'll see if you're a good fit for that, what I'm looking for. I've just opened up 5 spots, guys. So once they're done, they're done. First in, best dressed. First thing in the description, guys. If you actually want to join a small group of people who actually trade with me live every day, then you'll be able to potentially get involved with that. So first thing in the description there, guys. Go for that. Go book a call with me, and I'll see you there. So let's actually start off with the Dow Jones here, right? So the Dow Jones, what has the Dow Jones been doing? So the Dow Jones has been continuing to move up, and right now as we speak on the good old DJ, what do we have here? So this is really, really, really interesting, okay? We have low. There could be a higher low here, okay? There could be a higher low here in the market. So if the market is going to create a high low here, if it does do that and we start to break up like this, right, and we get something like that, then guess what? What does that mean in the markets? That now means this is a higher low, up, down, and then a break up, all-time new, say it, John, all-time new highs coming, right? All-time new highs coming, especially in the Dow Jones. Like, people are like, that's it, the market is so bad, the market's gonna crash, it's all over. But you do realize that we're only just over 10% away from all-time new highs on the Dow Jones. Oh my goodness, this market has been so bad. There's been banks collapsing, high interest rates, inflation, debt bubbles, debt ceilings. Oh my goodness. And the Dow Jones is 10% from its highs. So let's actually see what it really is, right? We have actually been holding really strong. Right? Really, really strong. Oh, but John, you don't understand, right? You don't understand, right? You need to learn. That's what someone said to me last week anyway. Or maybe it's yesterday. It's like, John, you don't understand. The market's going to crash. You need to learn. I need to learn. Okay. Alrighty. So you tell me. So the big thing is, guys, is that, right, the thing is that, you know, everything that's out in the marketplace right now, banks going under, all that sort of stuff, you know, that's actually already baked in the markets, right? And the market's been pretty much doing nothing when it comes to the good old DJ S&P 500. And look what's happening here with the S&P 500. Again, we're only about what? We're only about a 15% move from new all-time highs. It's actually not that big a move. John, you don't understand. You need to learn, right? Because there's triple divergence on the stochastic. The bad fundamentals, the economic conditions, the GDP report. It's like, what the hell is that sort of trading plan? You do, okay. The reason I'm laughing, guys, is because if you actually want to get ahead in the markets, what do you have to do? You have to model success. What do successful traders do? They have plans, or they have a plan, a trading plan, which simply says, these are the type of patterns they trade. This is what I'm entering. This is how I'm managing it. This is my risk management, so on and so forth, right? But then suddenly people just want to throw all that out the window and go, but John, you don't understand, the market's going to crash because of the triple divergence, the economic conditions, the GDP report. Powell said this as well too. I'm like, what sort of trading plan is that? Come on now, let's actually be smart, right? Let's actually be smart. And again, guys, that first thing in the description, when you click on that, you can actually go book a call with me, and I'll see if you're a good fit to actually join my small group of traders who trade with me every day. You'll see that traders stop trying to be smart, right? It's like, oh, John, but I'm so smart. Like, no, right? You being smart in the market has nothing to do with you actually doing really well in the markets, right? The way that I trade the markets and what's helped me do so well is, guess what? It's a repetition of the same thing. Every day I go to the markets and I trade the markets, guess what? It's the same setup. It's the same type of entry. It's the same management. It's the same. Next day when I get to the markets, guess what? It's the same setup. It's the same. I'm not going to the markets today saying, you know what, guys? You know what, my ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I'm using the RSI. I'm going to use the divergence, and we're going to be trading off that today. And then the next day I come back, you know what, guys? No, forget the RSI. That's not working today. Let's go look at the MACD. Actually, you know what, traders? No, forget that. You know what? I know the market's going to crash because it's so bad right now. The GDP report just came out and it's so bad. Forget all the stochastics and RSI. That's it. The market's going to collapse. Let's go short here. And the next day I come back. Actually, you know what, guys? Forget that. I'm going to use today. I'm going to be using Elliott wave, and I'm going to be using that. And the next day, actually, you know what, guys? No, today I'm going to be using a breakout strategy. Okay. If you actually want to get consistent results, you must be consistent every day of focusing on one setup, right? And if you're not, then guess what? You're not. When you do consistently follow one plan every day, you do well. When you don't, right? It's up to you, right? So, and the reason why I'm bringing this up here, guys, is because a lot of the traders out there right now in the marketplace, they're trying to get lucky on this one, like, again, the reason why I'm laughing at the start of the video is because what? Because at the start of the video, some people are saying, oh, John, the Nasdaq. This guy is saying the QQQ, the Nasdaq's going to crash. Now, yes, we may get some sort of a pullback out of the Nasdaq through here, right? It may happen. But the thing is that this particular guy is shorting the Nasdaq right now out of just him thinking it's going to be a good idea. And that's not a long-term success, right? Because what is long-term success? Long-term success and confidence in your approach in the markets. Let's just say you shorted the Nasdaq right now, and you because you thought it was going to do everything lined up perfectly, beautiful, and you made $1 million. Okay, cool. Now I want you to go repeat that exact same process for the next 20 years. Oh wait, you can't. Oh, okay. So guess what's going to happen? That $1 million that you made, you're going to go. You're the king, right? Because you made all that money. You're going to put all that money onto another trade because now you want to make $10 million, and guess what? You're going to lose all that money. That's what's going to happen. Right? So long-term consistency is not about getting it right every now and then, right? Long-term consistency is about having a structure every single day of when you actually look in the markets. If, again, traders who trade the markets, guess what they do? They have their pattern or their patterns that they trade every day. And then they wait and 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 they wait, right? Now, you can go against the laws of what makes a successful trader and just do whatever you want to do. But if you are basing your entries today and you're approaching the market today and you're thinking about how to trade today based off just what you think is a good idea and not based off modeling someone in the markets that's been doing it for a long time. Again, for me personally, it's been doing it for 19 years. Well, then you're going to get run over, right? You're going to get run over. Again, it's not about making money. It's not about making money on a one trade. It's about doing it and having the confidence in your plan that this can service you and provide you an income throughout the year for the rest of your life. Again, that's exactly what I do. And again, you'll be able to see when you click on that button below, guys, to join, to book a call with me. So let's look at the GDXJ. The GDXJ, guys, having a bit of a sideways movement, but the GDXJ has actually been holding up quite nicely. If I go to the weekly charts, we're actually holding up quite nicely through here. You can see this is a high low coming up sideways. So the GDXJ, guys, once again, is really in a very, very, very strong upward move. What do we have here? Right, we have a low. When we have a higher low, we have a high, and we have a higher high, right? So that's what we see through there. Low, high, higher low, higher high. So there's a good chance, even if we did get a bit of a pullback, we're going to start to see something like that coming out of the GDXJ. Look at that, the actual GDX as well too. We can actually see, guys, that the GDX is sort of just going sideways through here. So again, really not dropping, but we are continuing to go sideways through here. I do see, looking at this, if I bring up my moving average, we can actually see that the moving average is starting to sort of trend up. So if we continue to get the moving average coming through there, and then we get something like that, and then we start to see something like that coming up, then we could be getting ready for a nice big breakout out of the GDX. Again, even if we did get a bit of a pullback through here, guys, it's important to understand what? It's important to understand what is the actual chart telling us through here. And so if we have a look at the trend, guess what? It's move up, move down, higher low, up. So even if we do get a bit of drop down here, guess what? Probably higher low, and then away we go as well in the marketplace. Let's look at silver. The good old silver. Silver actually a bit of a pullback right now. I believe silver is going to be, this is a fake out on silver on the downside. Do not be fooled. This is a fool's drop in the market. I really strongly believe that. By looking at this here, we have we have this drop in the markets. I believe silver is likely to, start to get this drop here, but we may get a bit of a pullback through here, but then it's going to certainly, I'm looking for probably this thing to start to continue back up again. So trying to short silver right now, very, 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 very risky, because we're in this overall bull market through here. And now we're coming back down towards those levels of support as well too. Moving over now through to the gold market as well. And looking at gold, man, we've been slowly crawling up, right? Slowly crawling up. If we get some sort of breakout on gold here soon, then gold could be getting ready for a bit of a strong move out of this level through here. We can see here, this level through here. If we get something like that, then this is up, sort of a slow sort of sideways, and then a breakout. Again, we could be getting ready for some sort of really big up move from there. Once we do get something like that, guys, if I squeeze my charts up, let's actually go to this chart here for a minute. Right, once I squeeze my charts up a bit more, you can actually see what's going on here. I would actually personally prefer to see something like this happening. So a bit of a drop down through there like that, something like that, and then a hold, and then something like that over a few week period, right? So up and then down and then back up again. If we can get something like that, then that's really, 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 really powerful. But once we start to see like a 2,100 print, guys, we're probably likely to see this move back up towards that 2,500 level in the gold market. So there we go, guys. There's a bit of an update for you guys. But just remember, okay, things like, even like if you look stocks like Visa, look at Visa. Visa's very, 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 very strong. And if we break Visa, I'm using this as an example of a stock, right? If we break 235, we're probably likely to have a move back up to new highs, looking at Visa, right? So there's many stocks. If you look at, Monster, Monster, right? Look at Monster. Monster, big move up. Look at McDonald's, right? Big move up. All-time new highs. Away we go. Here we go, right? So the purpose of me saying all that is, when you're trading the markets, I am not biased one way or other, right? And if you're saying, the market's going to crash, that's it, and all you're doing is looking for bearish trades, there's many bullish trades out there that are going to really do really, really, really well for you, right? So when I'm trading the markets, I'm looking for bullish setups and bearish setups. I don't care what the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq or the Dow is doing, right? Because the S&P or the Dow, the Nasdaq could be looking quote unquote bearish, but then you get many stocks like McDonald's, Monster, Visa, and potentially many others that make really, really, really big bullish moves, and you just missed out on some really good bullish trades. So people are just focusing on the indices, but there's many amazing trades out there, only if you know what you're looking at from there. So traders, once again, if you'd like to join a small group of traders with me who trade with me live every day, see the trades I'm doing and why I'm doing it, then I've opened up 5 spots here, guys. Make sure you click on that link in the description. Click on that, go fill out the application form right now. Go do it right now. And then I will call you to see if you're a good fit for what I'm looking for that small group of people who join me every single day. So talk to you later, guys.